What up, YouTube? I am Dom Knight. This is Night Talks. And it's been a good little while, but I decided to bring it back. We are back with another relationship advice. Guys, before we get into it, like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content, hit that bell so you don't miss a thing. All right, let's jump right into it. First story is a female story. Boyfriend cheated on me because of my sexual past. I, 24-year-old female, have been with my boyfriend, 26-year-old male, for almost a year. Nothing unusually disruptive had ever happened. Our relationship is near perfect. That was until a month ago when my friend told him about things I used to do when I was younger. She told him about exactly how many guys I've had sex with and crazy stuff I used to do. She thought this was a compliment for whatever reason. He got furious with me, like literally made my life hell for an entire month. He treated me like a subhuman, which I was patient with because I tried to get his view. I tried to mend things and make him see that I was someone who has changed, but my attempts went to waste. Last week, I found out he's been cheating on me for a while. He's got way too upset by my sexual past and that he thought this was the best way to vent. He's blaming it on me, calling me dishonest, and wants me to keep trying to make the relationship work while he thinks about my genuineness. This just feels weirdly humiliating. He says that no guy would be okay with my past, and it kind of makes sense if this is his reaction. I want to leave so badly, but this impulse in me wants to prove that I've really changed. To be perfectly frank, my past isn't even that concerning relative to my friends. I've had 45 partners and did a number of 3-somethings in college and shortly after. Well, it's an interesting one, eh? Okay, first things first. Let's start with the boyfriend. He's a jerk, all right? I'm going to say why he's a jerk. He's a jerk because he used this as an excuse to cheat, all right? This is not an excuse to cheat. Not cool, bro. Obviously, he's got a problem here. He should have just broke up with the girl. He's running her through the ringer, putting her through tests and, making her test her loyalty and stuff like that. That's not cool. That's not cool, bro. When it comes to someone's past, you either got to accept it and move on, or don't accept it and be gone. You got to take your pick. So he needs to just go ahead and bounce. You should break up with this guy. This guy, I'm gonna tell you right now, this guy is never gonna look at you the same. He's never gonna respect you. He does not see the person he was with before he found this information out. And he never will. Okay? Keep it real. Keep it real. 45 dudes by 24. Yo, that's a number. That's a number. That's a bit of a number. I'm gonna keep it real. And you've had a number of 3-somethings. Yo, let's do some quick math. So, all right, she's 24, 45 dudes. We'll just say she started being active. Most people are around between 16 and 18. So we'll just give her the benefit of the doubt. We'll say it was 16 years old. All right, we'll say she started at 16 in high school. So that means you've been active for 8 years. You've racked up 45 bodies in 8 years. That's like one every other month, yo. If you do the math, man, it's basically like 5 a year, man. That's pretty much one every other month. Dude, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. In a short amount of time. Maybe one thing if, she was 45, 50 years old and, has been going through her life as a single woman, but dude, 24 and you're 24 now, okay? And you said you've been with your boyfriend for almost a year. So we'll just assume you've been faithful It's actually 7 years. So it's even more guys per year. So that's a number. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of guys, some guys would be cool with it. Some guys would be cool with it, but a lot of guys wouldn't. And guys don't want to find this stuff out from other people. It sounds like he didn't ask you. All right, from I can only, like I always say, I can only pull what you put here in this post. It sounds like he didn't ask you, but I mean, I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, you should leave this guy, and moving forward, I mean, I think you should be honest and just be upfront with who you're with, especially if the conversation comes up, because your friends, hey, they broke girl code real quick. They weren't supposed to tell him that. Sounds to me like your friend was trying to sabotage what you got going on, because she knew it's supposed to be a compliment. Yeah, it's a compliment that, you know, that he's dating the town bike. I mean, that's not a compliment. You know, she knew what she was doing. She was being manipulative. All right. But yeah, move on, leave this guy, start fresh, you know. But I'm going to tell you, a lot of people say, you know, what's that old phrase? Your past can come back to haunt you. I mean, in this situation, that's what's happening here. Next story. All right. So this is a male story. Girlfriend asked me about a threesomething. This is the topic of the day. Last night, and says it's a fantasy. Her, me, and another guy. Then she says she was just playing and only asking to see what I would say. We've been together for 9 years. Since we were 19, we are 28 now. She never was into things like that, was never even a freak in bed too much. I was the freak of the relationship, so this is new and not expected of her. She says it was a fantasy, then says it was just a joke. But I don't believe her. I don't have a problem with it, but I just would like her to be transparent and say the real reason she wants a threesome with her and 2 guys. Your guys' opinion? Has she cheated lately? Is she not satisfied? Should I leave her? I don't know at this point. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you my advice through his questions. Okay, my opinion is your girlfriend's bored and she wants to spice up the bedroom and her eyes wandering. All right, that's what it is. Y'all been together since y'all were 19, so she's probably maybe been with maybe 2 to 5 other guys before you, if that. You could be her first or second. So she never really got that time. It sounds like neither one of you have ever really got that time to go out and explore other people and date around. All that young time when you're supposed to explore, finding yourself, things like that, you guys were together and in a committed relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm one of those people, I don't think you should go around being with whoever, but I also don't think you should just, you know, settle for the first thing that comes to you. I think you should go out and experience life a little bit, especially in your teens and early 20s. You know, when you start getting towards 24, 5, might want to start settling down. But 19, I think that's kind of young, you know, for young men and women to be tied down in a serious committed relationship. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that some people are meant to be with one person, and some people, they like to play around and they got to get it out of their system. That's my opinion. I think she is interested in exploring. Okay, that's what I think it is, and her including you in it is permission without cheating. All right. Has she cheated lately? Well, I don't know. I really can't say. It's a short post, so you didn't put a ton of detail in it, so I can only take out what you put here. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, but that's only based on what you told me here. If you gave me more details, I could probably give you a better answer, but I'm gonna say no. She probably hasn't cheated, but she probably wants to. I'm gonna be honest. She probably wants. It's not that she necessarily even wants to cheat. She might just want something new, bro. She just wants some strange. She might be in her masculine mentality right now. It's like, I just want something new and I can come right back to what I love. That's what it is. Is she not satisfied? Well, she might not be. She might not be, bro. And it's not even that she's not satisfied per se. It's the like it just goes back to her having limited experiences and being curious about other people. I think that's what it is. I think that's the bottom line of this. Limited experience, curious about other people. I'm sure she's getting older. She's been out seeing people, guys she likes, guys she's like, man, he looks good, or probably just wishing she would have had what are the girls call it, a hoe phase, a hot girl summer, whatever. So it's hard to know, man. It's hard to know. But should you leave her? This is tough. My personal opinion, I don't share. If I'm gonna be with you in a relationship and we're gonna be committed to each other, then why be in a relationship if we're gonna bang other people? You know what I mean? Even if whether I'm there or not, what's the trade-off? If you do one with her and another dude, do you get one with her and another girl? Like, is there some kind of a deal in place? 'Cause I mean, this is my thing with this. When you accept these kind of things in your relationship, you're opening a new door, and that door may not be able to be closed. You could have a threesome with her and another guy, and next thing you know, she ain't feeling you no more, and she wants to, be with this other guy or go be with a bunch of other dudes or whatever. You could be opening a door you can't close, or she could be like, hey, I want to keep spicing up the bedroom, and it might not be something you're down with. So, should you leave her? Me, I probably would. I'd be like, this is probably, when somebody wants to be with someone else in a relationship, it's kind of dead, especially if they vocalize it to you. It seems dead to me. But I think it all depends on you, man. It depends on whether or not this is something you want to do, you're down to do. If this is something you're interested in or whatever, who knows? It could help your relationship. Who knows? I wouldn't suggest it. Usually good things don't come from this. They usually don't. Especially in the case of girl hooking up with another guy. Guys are much better able to hook up with someone and separate emotions and look at it as just for what it is, whereas women have a harder time with that. So take this advice, and do what you want, but it's really gotta come from within. You gotta figure out what you're cool with and what level you're comfortable with. All right. Last story. Female. This was a short one, but I found it interesting. This is actually a dating advice. This was a dating advice. All right. Guys who don't compliment. Are you not into the girl? It's so confusing. He'll hang out with me and have sex, but doesn't call me pretty or make me feel wanted.
Do you think I'm pretty? Well, look at me. Look at me.
And when I brought it up, he said it can't be forced. Which of course made me feel real good. Edit. I compliment him often, and for the people telling me I'm not entitled to anything, yes, I am entitled to things with the guy I'm seeing. Clearly, it's just butt-hurt boys who wouldn't understand. Oh, man. Well, here's the thing, honey girl. You aren't entitled to anything, all right? From what I'll pull out this post, this isn't your boyfriend. This is a guy you're screwing, right? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like this is just a guy you're having fun with, okay? So, with that being said, he doesn't owe you anything. What does he owe you? You guys, it sounds like you guys, like you just come by and he does his thing. I don't know. I can't. It's a small post. I can't assume anything. But I will say this. As men, when we find women attractive or they have qualities we like in them that we like a lot, we will vocalize it to them. Now, I don't ever condone just all the time showering girls with compliments and just raining it down on them. It gets old. It loses its meaning. For me, when it comes to compliments, giving and receiving, they mean more when they come, in special moments. I don't want it to feel forced. I don't need you to tell me every single day, oh, you're so handsome or so whatever. I don't need that every day. Because then it starts to feel fake and routine. You know what I'm saying? It's like people who say I love you all the time, every time they see someone. It's like, all right, man. It's just like, it sounds stock. It seems like it's just something you're saying because it's programmed into you. When it's every so often, it feels more genuine because you feel like that person feels those emotions in that moment. So he told you flat out, okay? He can't force it. That means he's not going to lie to you and tell you what you want to hear just for the sake of stroking your ego. Because guess what? This dude don't find you that pretty. I'm going to tell you that right now. This dude don't find you that pretty. If he never compliments you at all, especially in the early stages when he's trying to, get close to you, dude, he was just trying to get his rocks off, yo. He was just trying to get it in. That's all he was trying to do, and that's all he's currently doing. That's what it sounds like to me. This ain't your boyfriend. It sounds like he didn't call. He has no intentions of making you his girlfriend. I mean, honey, you just might not be that good looking to him, okay? Or he just may see you as a booty call. It don't sound like this is somebody that you're dating. This sounds like a hookup, like FWB. That's what this sounds like. And I mean, hey, in that kind of situation, I mean, do you really expect this person to put all this time, effort, energy into you? So no, you aren't entitled to anything. You're not entitled to a guy to tell you stuff. No one is. No one's entitled to anything from someone, a partner or a lover or whatever. Just because you want it doesn't mean you're gonna get it. If you want to be with a guy who compliments you, find a guy who finds you worthy of complimenting. It's that simple. This guy clearly doesn't look at you that way, and he made that very clear when he said it can't be forced. So, I mean, hey, if that's what you want, you need to find a guy who looks at you in the light that you want to be looked at in, because this guy is not looking at you like that, all right? Guys, I am Dom Knight. This is Night Talks. Fun as usual. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content, hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm going to toss my social medias right there for you. Make sure you follow me on Instagram if you want to win a $100 Amazon gift card. I will be announcing the winner first week of June. You got to be subbed and you got to be following me on the gram, all right? Guys, I will be back on Monday. Peace.
Oh, that's ISO? Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off